We're here in the studio this morning.
Okay,
Cassilda's gonna do a little thing.
Okay, gentlemen, we're ready. We're ready for the lady now. So, thank you for taking the time, and Monsieur, go ahead. You can introduce yourself if you wish. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cassilda Thomas. I work at the Anguilla Library Service, and I'm a volunteer for the Anguilla Red Cross. And what I like to do at this time is to share a story with you I wrote for Hurricane Irma. It's called A Silver Lining, a Hurricane Irma Story. It has been over 50 years since the Anguilla Revolution, which resulted in Angola's independence from St. Kitts and Nevis. It was during that time the song "We're Out to Build a New Angola" was coined. This song has been taught to us from childhood. It has been ringing in my ears every year, especially around Anguilla Day. Today has been the first time it rang out in my ears so loudly with no one around to sing it. It resonated with me, causing me to ponder the thought of the rebuilding process Anguilla will have to undertake. After experiencing Hurricane Irma, many of us came to realize that Anguilla as a country and we as a people can face difficult situations and stand strong. It is what we have been doing for the past 50 years. We survived Hurricanes Louis, Lenny, and not forgetting Donna. We rebuilt, renewed, and came back stronger than ever before. This is expected of us to do the same for Hurricane Irma. Unfortunately, the rebuilding and renewing may be more difficult for some people. Reason being, not everyone is able to see the silver lining around their dark clouds. Their opportunity to grasp the threads of hope is missed because they are too caught up in the negative frustrations of their situations. Most times, the positive aspect is not there, and we ourselves must create them. We ourselves must create our own heavenly realm when hell is all around us. In Japan, when something is broken, it is mended by filling the cracks with gold. This is done especially with objects that hold historic value and meaningfulness in people's lives. It is believed by filling the cracks with gold, a more beautiful lining is created to emphasize the beauty in what was once whole. All the suffering. Wait a minute. All the suffering and damage endured by these objects were turned into beautiful patterns to be admired, appreciated, and remembered. The same should go for us as people. After we allowed ourselves to heal, it will do us good to fill our cracks with gold and paint our struggles, sufferings, and scars of sorrow. At the end of the day, our strength will be determined by how well we rise out of ashes of Irma. Everything that you have been through and are going through during this disastrous time will not make your life permanently ugly or difficult unless you allow it. It is in this moment the damage may appear permanent. Fear of starting over keeps you from finding new life. The fear constructed in our mind makes our situation seem worse than it actually is at times. Don't let your fear of starting over keep you grounded. It is up to us to fill our cracks with gold. It is up to us to paint our gray skies blue. It is up to us to create our own silver linings around our dark clouds, and in turn, making them beautiful once more. It is also up to us to do the same for those who cannot find the strength to do so for themselves. We are not broken beyond repair. We can choose whether or not to accept the bad things that have happened to us and find the good in them to inspire others. We can also choose whether or not to get back up after being struck to the ground. Let us as a people choose to do both and allow our struggles to evolve us for the betterment of us. The best part of rising after one has fallen is the confidence gained to feel one can always do the same again. You will find yourself saying to life, go ahead, fire your hardest shot. We can take whatever hard knocks you have in store for us. We made it through this disastrous time. We can make it through anything and stand strong. For the past 2 weeks, I've been volunteering with the Anguilla Red Cross, assigned to assess different homes and families in the community. I must admit, my heart have never been this saddened in my entire life. I saw a lot of broken hearts, broken homes, broken families, broken businesses, and broken people. My heart cried out for them. I sympathized with them. It was heartbreaking for me to witness people trying to pick up fragments of what used to be their lives to salvage what was left of their homes and businesses. These are the faces I see in my dreams, calling out and pleading for me to save them. But as I get closer, the further away they go. I had many mornings awakening in sadness, wishing I can do more. It was at that moment I stopped thinking about my situation at home. Losing my front door to Hurricane Irma seemed so small in comparison to what others have lost. The Anguilla Red Cross is founded on the mission saving lives, changing minds. My ultimate reason for joining that movement was to make a difference in people's lives. Being a member of the Hurricane Relief Emergency Response Team is a measure of making that difference. The citizens of Anguilla are grateful for the following organizations and countries for their support and service in this dire time of need: the National Emergency Operations Center, the Anguilla Red Cross, the Anguilla Cadet Corps, the British Royal Marines, the Community Emergency Response Team, the Department of Disaster Management, and Blanchard's Restaurant. Barbados, the Cayman Islands, Dominica, Montserrat, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent, and the United Kingdom. We are also grateful for individual donations and contributions made. My apologies for those I have failed to mention. These entities may not realize this, but they have created many silver linings for the citizens of Anguilla. And now, as I reflect back on the song mentioned earlier, I firmly believe that Anguilla as a country and we as a people will find a way to mend all that have been broken. We will choose to rise up like a phoenix from the ashes of Hurricane Irma and start a new path to life. We will not let our fear of starting over keep us grounded. We will rebuild and renew and inspire others to do the same. Thank you.
Okay, Mayor, guys, you heard it. I'm going to give her the headphones.
Powerful.